I thought I was healed. I thought I was, oh, I am healed, but I'm not. Hello and welcome back to Aqua World, where we are here, we are present, and we are doing better than yesterday. Yes, we are. My name is Cam, if this is your first time here, or you can call me Camera. Yes, like a camera. That is my government name. Or you can call me Aqua Girl, okay? Aqua Girl. Yes, I love that name. Anywho, thank you for being here today. I want to share 4 things that I am currently, that I have uncovered about myself, that I am navigating through, and also inviting God to come into my life to help me with these 4 things. Because, yeah, I just been uncovering things that I thought I was good. I was good in this area. I thought I was good. I thought I was healed. I thought I was, oh, I am healed. I am healed. I'm healed today. I thought I was healed, but I'm not. Okay, I thought I was past this, but I'm not. I thought this was something that, I graduated from, but I have not. And that's okay. If you may be experiencing something like that in your life as well, like, oh my gosh, I thought that I was past this, and you're not, it's okay. But you must know and trust that all of it is for your good. God is not just doing this just to make you go through pain. He doesn't want you to go through pain, even though it's like we are going through these things for our testimony at the end of the day, to say, look what God did for me. Look what the Lord helped me with. When I was going through this, look how I came out on the other side. Look at me now. It's temporary. It's not forever. So I just want to let you know that, because I'm going through the same thing. Like, I'm going through things that are very uncomfortable. And, just a few days ago, crying my eyes out. You know what I'm saying? But I am glad that I did cry my eyes out, because I know that that's just healing. That's starting the healing. It's a way for me to cleanse as well. Crying and tears are cleansing. They're not weak. It's not weakness. Okay? So remember that. But anyway, the 4 things. Let's get into those 4 things.
The tea is exceptionally good today.
So what I'm noticing is that it's really hard to navigate through life without God, without some sort of higher power, whatever that you believe in. I believe in Jesus Christ. And I just feel like without Him, without God, I just am going to keep running into the same old patterns. I'm going to keep reliving the same old cycles. And I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm so over it. And this morning I actually, let me show you my devotional. So every morning now I read this devotional. I read this devotional journal, what it says for the day. And then in turn, I write something after I read what it says, right? And so today, the question that it asked was, if you truly belong to Christ, how does that change how you approach difficult circumstances, right? And I wrote, simply trusting. I feel like when you trust God, you involve God in your difficult situations, in your whatever you're going through, you involve God in it. You trust that God is going to show up. You trust that God is, allowing this to happen for just for the better at the end of the day. And I know for me right now, I'm experiencing some things to where it's very uncomfortable. It's a lot of just being like, wow, I thought that this was going to go this way and it's not going that way. So it's causing me to realize that I'm not really trusting God. I'm not really having faith in God that the Lord knows what he's doing, right? And in turn, I'm not trusting myself. These are the things that I need help with. I'm going to do my work in these areas, but I also need your help in these areas as well. Like saying, just, Lord, I need help. I need help here. Okay, so some of the things that I said, number one is not ignoring the signs. When something happens, either say something or remove yourself. This also requires active listening and discernment. Okay? Not just going along with what other people think or feel. You have your own mind and things that you value and respect, right? So, something I recently came across was a video from Oprah and Gail, and I like how Oprah talked about in life we get these whispers, which I feel like is God.
And so I always say, open yourself up to whatever the change is whispering to you. Because what I've learned is life comes in whispers, and if you don't pay attention to the whisper gets louder. It's a big thump on the head. What was a whisper that's just a little message trying to move you in the right direction. You go, It's always a, that's odd, or, that makes no sense, or, I felt that. I see something here.
I think I saw that.
I think I saw that. The life is whispering. If you don't pay attention to the whisper, it comes thumping you on the head, and that thump turns into a problem. And if you don't pay attention to that, it's like a next thing is a brick upside your head.
We get these whispers. We get these little whispers first of like, okay, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. This isn't a good idea. You get that little like nudge. When you don't listen to that, then you get something else, right? You get a little slap on the wrist or something, right? Another thing that's trying to tell you this is not where I want you to go. It's not where I want you to be. Then when you don't listen to that, then, okay, you get like a brick thrown at you, right? Like there's always something trying to move you in the right direction, but you have to listen to that. You have to be sensitive to that, right? Which I feel like ultimately too is the Holy Spirit trying to like guide you. So that was number one. Number two is enforcing boundaries. I wrote enforcing boundaries with people, which also goes with speaking up and saying something, finding the language. I feel like that's the thing for me with boundaries is how do I even communicate this to somebody? How do I even enforce boundaries for real, right? So I put for an example, I'm comfortable with this, I'm not comfortable with this. And yeah, I feel like it's just me having to learn what that language sounds like and just program those things into my mind because I haven't done it. So it's me doing the work, finding the language, watching videos, learning from other people, asking other people, people who I feel who have strong boundaries, ask them. Why don't we ask them? If you struggle in this place too, I feel like it's not just learning on your own. You can also learn a lot from other people in your life as well, And then number three, I keep looking over here because I'm trying to keep my videos at 10 minutes and I have this little timer that's going to go off soon, but I'm going to keep talking. And so the third thing that I wrote down is vulnerability. Vulnerability, learning to not just get deep with people and feel a connection because they're sharing their vulnerable things and I'm not sharing anything about me. So I feel a closeness to them, but they don't feel a closeness to me. But yet I'm fulfilling some type of need of feeling close to someone, right? But I'm not really being vulnerable with people. That's something that I learned. Which also this goes hand in hand with, I did a attachment style quiz last night and turns out that I am fearful avoidant. So before I did this test maybe like 2 years ago, I was an anxious avoidant type. Now it said that I'm a fearful avoidant type, and everything that the lady was saying, I was just like, oh my God, that is me. Like wanting to feel these deep connections to people, but yet have such a fear of being vulnerable. And it was a whole bunch of other things that she was saying too, of just trying to Always it's like you're always trying to scan to see where people are, like because you kind of don't know what you're going to get from people, so you're just like, okay, how is such and such going to be today, how is such and such going to be today, and then you basically react to what you get from them today because you don't know. So it's really honestly being dishonest too with yourself. You're not really being yourself. I'm not really being myself. Not really trusting that I could be myself because I'm basing everything off of somebody else. Yeah, so learning to really be comfortable with being vulnerable with people, which is scary for me. And I feel like I am a vulnerable person, but actually, when I really get close to people, I'm not. It's just more so they're being vulnerable with me, so I feel some type of connection with them. I feel connection, but I'm not doing the same. And also, another thing that I uncovered is that I tend to let people talk, and I feel like I don't share anything about myself, so I often just am used to people just talking about themselves, and I'm just, the therapist. I just listen to them and what they're going through. And now it's like it got to a point to where when people would ask me about myself, I feel like I wouldn't know what to say. Like I don't even know what to tell people because it's never really about me. It's always about the other person. But now it's learning to be like, if someone is talking a lot about themselves, I really enjoy what you are sharing with me, but I also would like a turn too. Like it's like finding the language with that too. I feel like a lot of this is finding language, reprogramming yourself to know how to do these things, especially when you don't know how to do these things. Right? Okay. And the last thing that I wrote down, the fourth thing, is having hard conversations. I don't like having hard conversations. I'm not used to having hard conversations, but I'm learning that they are very, very necessary in any relationship that you have. Like you have to have those hard conversations with people. You just have to. And I feel like I'm to the place now, like I had to kind of have a hard conversation, a few weeks ago. And before I talked to the person, I was just like, okay, this is just another person. There's nothing to be afraid of. You know how you feel. You don't need to try to, whatever. Like just kind of talking myself down off a ledge because it's just like, oh my God, I don't want them to, I feel like for me, it's the fear of like, I don't know how this person is going to react. I don't really know what to say or how to communicate this because it's uncomfortable. It's me, once again, being vulnerable too. It's me sharing something that's really sensitive to me. And I don't know how to say it. I don't know how this person is going to take it. I don't know if it's going to blow up in my face, or I don't know if it's actually going to go well, which the conversation that I had, it went very well. So you just don't know. But I know that I'm at this place in my life to where I cannot hold stuff in any longer. Things that really bother me and hurt me. It's not fair to me, And I also just want to encourage you as well, if that's something that you feel like you struggle with, telling people how you really feel, being vulnerable about things that are important to you or things that are hurting you or things that just kind of make you be like, I don't like how that made me feel, or I didn't really like that, and wanting to tell somebody about it. I think that's really important for us to do. I think it's vital for us to do, and I also feel like we can't do it on our own. We need God to help us. We need a higher power to help us with these things. Okay, so I just want to encourage you to invite God into your life to help you with these things. Pray about these things. I've been, reading the Bible and things too. I talked to my grandma the other day and she was like, it's one thing to read the Bible, but it's another thing to study the Bible. And I'm like, right, because when you are just reading the Bible, she said, you're just kind of just reading through it. And I'm like, right. When you're studying the Bible, you're studying to understand what's going on in the Bible. Because it's a lot of things in the Bible where you're like, what is going on in here? What does this mean? So I am a part of a Bible study now with my church. And my first Bible study was last week. And something that I learned was that, what was it? Already just from one class is sanctified. When you're sanctified, that means you're set apart. Okay, when you're sanctified, that means you are set apart from everyone else. I was just like, very interesting. I did not know that. So it's like little things like that. Yeah, I just wanted to share those things, those 4 things that I am currently navigating through, and also inviting God in to help me navigate these things as well, okay? Thank you so much for being here once again and watching this video, and let's just continue to hold ourselves accountable in these 4 areas. These are my 4 areas. Tell me what is maybe one area. What if you have 4? What are those 4 areas for you that you need help navigating? That you need God to come in and help you with these things, because you can't do it alone. You've tried to do it alone, and it's just you're running into the same issues. You're running into the same pattern. Like, okay, I need more help with this, and that's okay. So what are those things for you? I want you to comment them down below, or just share one, whatever you like. We're all on a journey, okay? And we're just doing the best that we can. I know that I am. And I know that today I am better than yesterday. It's so true. And I love that I created this channel and this space to just continue to be better than you were before, because the past is in the past. Yesterday is yesterday. Today is today. All we have is right now, the present moment. That's it. Okay? So, all right. Love ya. Let me do how the kids do it. Child, I don't know why every time I think it's like this. I'm a millennial. How many times I gotta tell you I'm a millennial? I don't know how to do the new hearts. I know this. Okay. All right. See you at the next video. Bye.